My name is Andrea Lichterman, and I will be graduating with a Bachelor of Sustainable Tourism from the College of Public Service and Community Solutions. My research has involved identifying millennials and their participation in outdoor recreation in regards to their use of technology. This research has helped public policy makers create better plans to incorporate technology and identify how we can get millennials to participate in outdoor recreation. ASU has inspired me to work towards a profession in sustainability in relation to the economy, society, and our environment. This is something that I felt very passionate about coming into ASU, and I hope to pursue a career in this that will allow me to live collaboratively with our environment as well as corporate facilities as well.
A Sparky plate for every Sun Devil. Do you come from a long line of Sun Devils? Are you a proud ASU graduate? Do you bleed maroon and gold? Then you're a Sun Devil for life, and your plate awaits.
Water is this beautiful building block for life, but millions of people die every year from drinking dirty water. You either let it wash over you, or you can do something about it. So I did. I would never have felt like I had the ability to do something without ASU pushing me. So we started going there, to the places that need us the most. We built filtration systems out of local materials with the people. To see those kids drink clean water for the first time, it's the most rewarding feeling that you can ever have. I went to ASU because I wanted to change the world. The thing I never would have expected is how the world would have changed me.
Human beings are each gifted with the capacity to be a learning, evolving, creative creature. There's no reason to say, well, that person can only do that, or this person can only do this. Learning is for everyone. Adaptation is for everyone. If we can make our universities produce master learners more dedicated to the betterment of our society, we will have had a major impact on the outcome of humanity.
Hi, my name is Dorian Sanchez. I'm graduating with a Master's of Public Administration from the College of Public Service and Community Solutions. So I decided to pursue a Master's of Public Administration because I've always wanted to make a difference, and my background is in global studies and political science, and I've had the opportunity to serve as an English teacher in South Korea, travel to Costa Rica and look at their education system. So all this was international, but I wanted to do something local. I think this is really where I'm meant to be. I know that I can do well in this profession, especially because I can make an impact on the communities. It doesn't matter, if it's a small community from 200,000 people to 1.6 million people in the city of Phoenix. There's a place for everyone in local government, and that's why I think I'm so humbled to be part of that profession.
We would like to remind everyone to please turn off cellular phones and other electronic devices. Please take your seats in preparation for the start of today's ceremony, and please remain seated during the processional. Thank you. And Director of the School of Social Work, Michelle Carney. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the colors by the ASU Air Force Reserve Officers Training Corps Honor Guard and the singing of the national anthem by our student vocal group.
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glance, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. To extend greetings on behalf of the faculty of the College of Public Service and Community Solutions, please welcome Dean Jonathan Coppell.
Good morning. That's unacceptable. Good morning. All right, now we're talking. Welcome to this joyous event. It is a great day. It's a great day for our graduates. It's a great day for their families. It's a great day for the faculty and staff, for the entire community. Before us, we have nearly 900 graduates of the College of Public Service and Community Solutions. Let's start right by giving them a big hand. This is truly a special ceremony. Some of you may have attended the university ceremonies on Monday that gathered students at similar stages of their academic career. The bachelor's degree ceremony, the graduate ceremony, which featured our master's degree candidates and our doctoral degree recipients. This gathering is different. This gathering, we bring together students at these different stages of their academic and professional development, but they're united in a different way. Graduates of this college are distinguished by the pathways they have chosen, by the subjects they have chosen to study. And in my completely unbiased opinion, totally unbiased, this distinction makes them maybe, just maybe, a bit superior to the other graduates of ASU. That's between us. Between us. But here's why I say that. At every graduation, including those you attended, a staple of those ceremonies is a heartfelt entreaty to students as they leave the university that says, you must dedicate yourself to others, that life is not just about your own achievement, but service to the community. You must remember the less fortunate among us. These are all important words. I'm not diminishing them. Of course, I celebrate them. After all, I'm the Dean of the College of Public Service. How could I think otherwise? But here's why I sit there and I'm a little bit smug. Because I'm Dean of a college, I get to lead a group of students who have already made a choice to serve others, who already have shown that they understand that life has meaning from serving others. You have made that choice already. So I don't need to remind anybody here that service matters. I don't need to remind you that you should go forth and do things that make our community stronger. You are already well on your way to achieving that, and you've come here to build your toolkit to make you that much more effective in serving our neighbors, and serving our friends, and serving our families. And I celebrate it, whether that's through the community resources and development, nonprofit leadership and management, criminal justice, social work, or public administration or public policy. I can always count on social work. Whatever your discipline, whatever your field, you are dedicated to one of the most critical ideas, the idea that there is such a thing as a public good, something that we can only have if we produce it and embrace it and preserve it together, that we can only benefit individually in that respect if we benefit together, and that if one person suffers, we all suffer. That is what makes our college special, that we see ourselves as being interconnected, that we see ourselves as a community, and it is vital to the future of our society that we remember this and dedicate ourselves to this idea as you all have. Now, one of the ways in which we recognize our interconnectedness and our dependence is to realize that none of you got here today by yourself. The journey to graduation required a great deal of patience and support from the people who are gathered here today and from many others. So the first thing I want to do is ask our graduates to stand up, turn around, and face the audience. And I want you to thank them. Thank you, family. Thank you, husbands, wives, cousins, children, friends, colleagues, grandparents. This is indeed all of your achievement as much as it is our graduates, so thank you. Second group I want to recognize. I'd like to ask the faculty of the college to stand, please. Professors in the College of Public Service and Community Solutions are involving their students not just in learning in the classroom, but in applying knowledge to share in the creation of solutions that create better approaches to city management, better interventions to keep kids from joining gangs or getting addicted to drugs, helping communities develop assets to drive sustainable tourism, and so on, and so on, and so on. Let's give a hand for the faculty that has done such great work with you. Thank you. Now, to get our ceremony started in the right way, I'm extremely privileged and extremely excited to introduce our guest speaker. And honestly, we could not have the good fortune of inviting and being visited by our guest, somebody who really exemplifies everything I just said about this college and everything that this college stands for. And so I'm privileged to have on the stage with me Dee Dee Devine, the head of Native American Connections. Now, I have to say, our guest speaker has literally gone almost nowhere in 62 years. Because she first arrived in Tempe, Arizona in 1955 with her family, and I imagine when she arrived, she spent quite some time just steps away at Sun Devil Stadium watching her father, Dan Devine, coach the ASU football team. That's all right. Now, in the intervening years, her path took her elsewhere, but what she says is that from that moment as a 5-year-old, she knew she was and would always be a Sun Devil in her heart. Now, we could cheer for that, but I want to mention a little bit about Dee Dee. Dee Dee Yazzie Devine is the president and CEO of Native American Connections, which has been working with Native American urban and tribal communities since 1972. Native American Connections is a nonprofit corporation that provides comprehensive behavioral health services, affordable housing, community-based economic development opportunities to a wide range of people, serving all populations, although it has a targeted mission, as the name suggests, to serve Native Americans living both in Phoenix and in tribal communities. Native American Connections offers innovative research-based behavioral health counseling and substance abuse treatment that is integrated with native cultural and traditional healing practices. It now has an operating budget of over $10 million, develops, owns, and operates 18 service sites with thousands of units of affordable housing and serving thousands of individuals and families every day. I am extremely proud also that Dee Dee is joined by a group of guests, which I think are right in front of me, but I can't see because the light's in my eyes. But I particularly want to call out her daughters, Crystal Yazzie and Danielle Hainsworth. You can clap. But I should mention Crystal is a graduate of the college with an MPA and an MSW from ASU. So the tradition runs deep. Also in the group of Dee Dee's guests, I want to mention Jacob Moore, our Associate Vice President at ASU for Tribal Relations, is here, and Edwin Gonzalez, who's the Director of our Office of American Indian Projects, is here as well. Welcome to Dee Dee and all of her guests from Native American Connections and her family. Now, she started here as a child, but her journey back to Arizona actually began in a way that I think a lot of you will appreciate. During college in Wisconsin, she gained an interest working on social issues in Native American communities through an internship. How many of you have done an internship? Through an internship working with the Ojibwe tribe. And she returned to Arizona and joined a small nonprofit that was just getting started. From her role just helping this little operation get going, she's turned it into one of the most innovative, vibrant, admirable nonprofits in Arizona. And I have a list in front of me of pretty much every award that somebody in Arizona can get. So I'm not going to read that. I'm just going to ask you to trust me when I say there is nobody in Arizona who does not regard Dee Dee as one of the finest public servants we are privileged to have in our midst. And she's going to tell you about the numerous partnerships that she has with our college and that Native American Connections has forged with ASU to provide better service to the community, and that so many of our students have benefited from being involved in. So I'll leave that for her to go on, but she's a member of our advisory committee for the Lodestar Center for Nonprofit Innovation and Philanthropy, and she's had many connections to the university. While she was running this multi-million-dollar organization, along the way she earned an MBA from the W.P. Carey School at ASU. And oh yeah, she runs triathlons and hikes in the Himalayas. This is not a normal person, is what I'm trying to say. But in the best possible way. It is my great privilege to present to you our speaker this year, a true exemplar of what this college is about. Please join me in honoring and welcoming Dee Dee Devine.
Dean Capel and I will be friends forever, I think, after that. Thank you very much for those kind words. Thank you, Dean Capel, to the College of Public Service and Community Solutions, to all the students, to your families and friends, and to the faculty. Thank you for inviting me to be here today. By giving me this opportunity, you honor my family, my coworkers at NAC, and all of the people who supported and mentored me along the way. In June of 1979, when gas was 86 cents and my pay was $3.75 per hour under the CETA program, some of you are old enough to remember that, I began working for Native American Connections, NAC, serving our community's most vulnerable, homeless youth, chronic homeless with mental illness, families without safe, affordable places to live, substance abusers needing a pathway to recovery, and working with communities to bring investment back into blighted and forgotten neighborhoods. And for each of those 37 years a day has never gone by without me having a new idea, or several, if you ask the NAC employees. Just ask the NAC employees that I'm never satisfied with the status quo, and I'm always looking for innovative solutions. When you're working your passion like I have, you don't really feel like it's work, but you feel like it's more of a journey, my life's journey. My journey has offered opportunities that are expansive in ways that I could not even imagine. Every day brings new relationships. Matter of fact, I made 3 standing in line with the college waiting to come in here, of new things in domestic violence and criminology and in digital divide. Just standing in line, I made 3 new relationships. Every day brings those new relationships and ways to serve and make change. As graduating students of the College of Public Service and Community Solutions, you will experience the same diverse opportunities to find solutions and improve the health and wellness of your community. The same as me in ways you don't even imagine yet. ASU has been a significant partner in my journey, and my relationships with ASU are a perfect example of the variety of exposure you can experience and the depth of change we all expect you will make. As I share some of my connections to ASU, imagine the number of jobs that are waiting for you if you think broadly about service to your community. As Dean Capel said, I moved here in 1955. I moved to Tempe, and I became an ASU Sun Devil for life. Go Devils. I personally have many family members who graduated from ASU, like my daughter, Crystal Yazzie, who has the dual MSW MPA from your college. Woo! And I'm very proud to recognize my nephew, Kyle Avery, MSW. And the NAC social work interns, Jessica, Michelle, Josephina, Tisha, Deidre, and Holly, who are all graduating here today. Go Devils! I am a member of President Crow's Community Council, and a couple times each year, President Crow meets with the nonprofit community leaders to share what's new at ASU, which is always a lot. Build communication and service relationships, and to listen and learn about the community needs and much needed solutions. I want to recognize special advisors on American Indian Affairs, Jacob Moore and Dr. Brian Brayboy. Not a week goes by that I don't talk with Jake Moore about something we're working on together. Thank you, Jake. And I want to thank President Crow for his commitment to building relationships with tribal students and tribal leaders. With the College of Public Service and Community Solutions, I've been a long-term board member of the Lodestar Center for Philanthropy and Nonprofit Innovation. Thank you, Robert Ashcraft and team, for your important work with the nonprofit community, recognized as a leader throughout the nation. NAC is actively involved with the Public Allies program, giving minority youth leadership and job opportunities. The School of Social Work, American Indian program, social work students. Thank you to longtime Professor Ed Gonzalez-Santine and Chris Sharp, also NAC board members. For over 30 years, NAC has culturally prepared over 150 American Indian social work interns, building a pipeline of employment at NAC and throughout tribal communities in Arizona. The Southwest Interdisciplinary Research Center is providing research evaluation for NAC's SAMHSA Pregnant and Parenting Women's Grant, integrating traditional Native American healing with substance abuse recovery. Thank you, Wendy Wolferstig and her team. Morrison Institute of Public Policy. Thank you, Tom Riley and Bill Hart. Just this spring, their team produced a policy document on the social impact of homeless youth, and we will be using that information with the legislature to find a solution for funding homeless youth programs. Center for Applied Behavioral Health Policy. Mike Schaefer and team are currently working on a research evaluation tool to actually measure the sex of those homeless youth programs. In 2014, the Herberger Institute for Design and Art sent 17 ASU interdisciplinary students to Australia to study Indigenous healthcare design. Returning home to do over 100 NAC user interviews, those students became the design architects for NAC's Patina Wellness Center, which opened in July of last year. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, American Indian Studies, and American Indian Policy Institute is embedded within the Native community. Each year, Professor Michelle Hale brings her American Indian real estate development students to tour and learn about NAC's culturally designed facilities. As a nonprofit real estate developer, NAC supports the Del Webb School of Construction's annual Construction Indian Country Conference and the work of Professor Wanda Della Costa, also an NAC board member. The School of Sustainability graduate student Eric Johnson won an ASU Innovation Award forming his company Blue Circle. His recycle and composting program saved NAC $25,000 this year and will save us $15,000 each year going forward. Several interns have built community gardens at NAC programs promoting food sovereignty, improved nutrition and health, and cultural connections to the earth. Parks and protected areas and tourism students, where are you? I have an unexplored opportunity for you. NAC and the Phoenix Indian Center are redeveloping the historic Phoenix Indian School music building at Steele Indian School Park. After 27 years, we're bringing the Native community back to that site to tell the 99-year history of the boarding school experience for Native American children. And I invite you to come be our partner on that project. The Walter Crite School of Journalism students videotaped the stories of the alumni of the Phoenix Indian High School as a cultural preservation project. And special thanks to Christy Roschke, who is now the executive director of KJAS's Youth Media Center, Spot 127, who also happens to be my niece. I am a fanatic ASU football fan. I'm a long-term football season ticket holder. As Dean Capel said, my dad was the football coach here in 1955 to 1957. ASU's first undefeated season, 1957. And probably what my dad is known for at ASU is that he brought Frank Cush here as his assistant, who went on to be the head coach of the football team for 22 years. And I had the privilege of being coach for the day for the ASU women's basketball team. Go Devils! And last but not least, the W.P. Carey School of Business. I'm an executive MBA graduate, 1999. And I want to thank Dean Amy Hillman for recognizing the importance of bringing business skills to the nonprofit community. In the 1990s, I realized that NAC was a business, a nonprofit business. $12 million operating, 160 employees, and it was clear to me that NAC needed a sustainable profit model in order to reinvest in the growing needs of the American Indian community. I connected my undergraduate human relations degree with a business degree, running NAC with a strong connection to the head, but always driven by our heart. When I graduated from WP Carey, less than 20% of my classmates were women. And as the CEO of a large nonprofit real estate development organization, I want to thank Dean Hillman for giving me the confidence in the boardroom and equalizing opportunities for women. And I am a lifetime ASU Alumni Association member. Go Devils! And I encourage you to be one too. Think about all the ways you can find your passion, make change, and continue to use the vast resources of ASU and stay connected for a lifetime, just like me. My work is an example of the impact and the diversity of the relationships that the College of Public Service and Community Solutions has with our community. The purpose and the mission of the college is being carried out each and every single day in our community. Some of you are still trying to figure out your next step. It can be found within the needs of the community. Today, many of you are thinking of your families and the deep support they have given you. Don't underestimate those family gifts, teachings, and values that you received from them. From my mother, I received compassion. From my father, I got my attention to detail, or others would say obsessive-compulsive behavior. Again, that balance between head and heart. I wish I could say my path to where I am today was planned and executed with purpose and strategic direction, but that's not the case. It started very simply with a mission to improve lives with a whole person and a whole community philosophy. NAC was founded because of the painful impact of poverty, substance abuse, homelessness, and the complicated barriers to individual, family, and community wellness. Driven by community need and finding a business solution to meet those needs is what NAC does best. We have a clear vision and mission. We have big ideas, and we're prepared to take action on new opportunities. We listen and communicate our ideas and diverse opinions with respect. Even more important today, we cultivate political support to enact change. Again, even more important today. We implement with results and measured impact on the community. In 2010, during the economic downturn, Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton stated that Native American Connections was the most influential economic driver in Phoenix, with $40 million of housing development, creating 750 construction jobs. But for what reason? To make sure that not one more heroin user dies on the streets, to house the homeless with dignity, to ensure all families have safe, affordable homes, and to make sure that homeless youth get the support they need now. Helping people is good business. And finally, we are an inclusive and driven by the needs and voice of the community. We value lived experience. NAC doesn't define people by their life challenges, homelessness, drug addiction, criminal justice involvement, but instead by their potential as an employee, as a mother or father, as a community member, or as a volunteer. Ken Lewis, an employee of Native American Connection, frequently tells the story of his recovery. A long-term heroin addict coming out of prison, found drug treatment and housing at NAC, and then a job as an entry-level maintenance tech. We gave him a full set of keys to every NAC facility, and soon after, a Home Depot credit card, while all the time he was thinking we are crazy to trust him. 10 years later, Ken earned that trust and is now a manager and an important part of NAC's leadership team. As I begin planning for my retirement, you will be taking my place in serving the community. And as you start out, what do you want your impact and legacy to be? There are no limitations on how you utilize your education. Find your passion, find a solution, and find your role in making our community a better place to live. Thank you.
Now, please welcome to the stage Senior Associate Dean Cynthia Leitz.
Well, good morning, and thank you, Dee Dee, for those inspiring remarks. It's so fitting that Dee Dee leads an organization called Native American Connections. I can't think of anyone more connected than Dee Dee. She's a reminder that one person can make a difference, but when you have that level of connections, your capacity to make a difference is expanded so far. So thank you so much, Dee Dee. So as we transition to the next stage, I just want to take a moment and express my congratulations to the spring 2017 graduating class of ASU's College of Public Service and Community Solutions. Congratulations, everyone. Our college is committed through our shared commitment to public service. We care deeply about the success of our students because we know that the work for which we prepare you is of great significance. Whether you aspire to lead a nonprofit similar to Native American Connections or will serve as a first responder during natural disasters, whether you will keep our neighborhoods safe, preserve our parks, or serve vulnerable populations, your mission is complex, important, and meaningful. Your success matters to us because the ability to build more vibrant, healthy communities is now in your hands. Because your success matters, at this point in the program, it's my honor to acknowledge our 5 outstanding graduates along with groups of students who exemplify a collection of values and qualities that have contributed to your academic success, but will also be essential as you move forward in your career in public service. I also will let you know that I recently had an opportunity to spend some time with these 5 outstanding graduates, and be ready to be inspired. It's an impressive group. So our first outstanding graduate is Andrea Lichterman. Where's Andrea? Okay. Andrea is graduating with an undergraduate degree in sustainable tourism and a minor in public policy. Consistent with our college pedagogy, Andrea took advantage of many hands-on learning experiences. She worked with Sprouts as a sustainability intern, collaborating with local food banks to reduce food waste. She also completed a summer internship at a nonprofit organization based out of Wyoming, where she engaged in a successful advocacy effort to change legislation around school choice, and she recently finished an internship at the Arizona State Capitol. Andrea plans to join the Peace Corps and educate small rural communities in Latin America regarding the importance of environmental conservation before continuing on to graduate school. Andrea is a New American Scholar, has been on the Dean's List every semester. She's an undergraduate research scholar and is graduating today with honors. Andrea exemplifies a commitment to service that is first grounded in excellent academic achievement. This demonstration of academic achievement is something that's true for many of our students and worth recognizing. So, if you are an undergraduate student graduating today with honors, meaning you're graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude, please rise and join Andrea to be recognized for your academic achievements. Congratulations. Our next outstanding graduate is Blaze Caudill. Where's Blaze? Blaze is graduating with his MPA from the School of Public Affairs. Blaze was admitted to the school as a Marvin Andrews Fellow and later joined the Policy Studio at ASU's Morrison Institute. Blaze seeks to dismantle stereotypes to ensure that all voices are infused in decision-making in public service organizations. He's committed to giving back to the community through a career in local government and through volunteerism, such as his current work on the Board of Governors Human Rights Campaign and as president of ASU's chapter of International City-County Management Association. This year, while completing his degree, Blaze worked as a management intern for the City of Goodyear, and in January, he was appointed as assistant to Mesa City Councilman Jeremy Whitaker. He clearly has an impressive career in front of him. Just like Blaze, many of our students manage multiple responsibilities during their programs, including work and/or volunteerism. So if you worked or participated in community service during your academic program, please rise and join Blaze to be recognized for your diligence. This is a hard-working group of students at the College of Public Service. Our next outstanding graduate is Cassie Lynn Johnson. Where's Cassie? There she is. Cassie's graduating with degrees in criminology and criminal justice and public service and public policy. Cassie is the first to acknowledge that she had to overcome many challenges to get where she is at today. This involved facing financial difficulties, conquering self-doubt, and leaving unhealthy relationships behind. She cites her ability to prioritize her education through self-discipline grounded in a passion for social justice as critical to her success. And clearly her efforts paid off because Cassie is an Arizona Board of Regents All-Arizona Academic Team Scholar, a Chief Manuelito Scholar, is part of the Golden Key International Honor Society, and is also graduating with honors. Her ability to overcome these difficulties has created a passion to work with at-risk youth, and she's particularly concerned about the overrepresentation of Native Americans in the criminal justice system. She seeks to pursue graduate school to conduct research to raise awareness about this problem. Cassie is also proud of her Native American heritage and knows that her success makes her a model for others in her community. Similar to Cassie, we also have many students who are graduating here today as the first person to go to college in their families. First-generation students often aspire to apply what they have learned to advance the circumstances of their local communities. If you are the first person to graduate from college or the first person to graduate with a graduate degree from your family, please rise and be recognized. Amazing, amazing. That's why we're a bit proud of our students. Our next outstanding graduate is Melissa Beth Mungiath. Melissa. Melissa is graduating with a master's degree in emergency management and homeland security. She's an online student who traveled from San Antonio to celebrate with us today. During her studies, she worked full-time while also volunteering at Haven for Hope, a homeless shelter. She was deployed by the Texas State Guard as a rescue technician and diver performing several missions along the U.S.-Mexico border, and she volunteers for the Red Cross Disaster Services. Her passion for this field has already begun, as she recently started as the Deputy Coordinator of the Emergency Management Office in Corpus Christi, Texas. Melissa's drive, not to mention her time management skills, are impressive. Moving forward, Melissa's committed to figuring out how to protect our borders while also preventing the death of those who cross. To do this, she's working with the South Texas Human Rights Center, Border Patrol, Brooks County Sheriff Department, and local ranch owners to identify innovative solutions to this challenge. Her energy, innovative spirit, and creativity truly are inspiring. Melissa seeks to make a difference through a variety of mechanisms. Most notably is her military service as a member of the Texas State Guard. So we take great pride in the fact that we have the highest percentage of veterans graduating from our college. If you are or have served our country through military service, please join Melissa, stand, and be recognized. Finally, we have Catherine Moutre. Where's Catherine? There she is. Catherine is graduating from the School of Social Work and pursued her studies at the Tucson location. Catherine is graduating with a 4.0 GPA and was awarded the Gabe Zimmerman Memorial Scholarship for her commitment to public service. Catherine seeks to serve underprivileged communities by advocating for access to healthy foods. She's particularly interested in global social work, grounded in her experience working with organic farmers in Spain and time spent visiting India and Southeast Asia. Her recent research focused on whether refugees in Pima County had information about how to access nutrition foods. Catherine was in a serious car accident the first semester of her graduate program and could not walk or drive for several months. During this time, her fellow students in Tucson went out of their way to drive her to class and provide for her needs. Now, some of her closest friends, this example illustrates the transformational nature of education, particularly when the sense of mutuality emerges across the student body in this type of way. Over 1/3 of our students in our college, similar to Catherine, earn their degree somewhere other than Phoenix, either at one of our off-site programs or through online education. Similar to Catherine, some of our online and off-site students have traveled to celebrate with us here in person. So if you studied online or at one of our off-site programs, please rise to join Catherine, and let's acknowledge these students who are participating here in person and through our live stream. Thank you. The values and qualities exemplified by our outstanding grads, excellence, diligence, social justice, creativity, and mutuality, will remain important to you as you seek to find real solutions to the problems facing our communities today. So it is with great pride that I offer my congratulations one last time on behalf of our faculty and staff. It has been a privilege to be a part of preparing you for the honorable mission of public service.
Congratulations to all of our students and their achievements. Now, the directors of each of our academic schools and programs, college-level programs, community resources and development, criminology and criminal justice, public affairs, and social work will recognize graduates from each program. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Brian Gerber, Director of the College Programs in Emergency Management and Homeland Security and Public Safety Leadership and Administration.
Would the graduates from college-level programs please rise? Where are you all at? There you are. That's a good group right there. Good job. Dean Capel, the spring 2017 graduates of the college-level programs have pursued degrees that represent the breadth of our college. They are leaders who recognize how an interdisciplinary approach helps to better create solutions for complex challenges related to managing emergencies and disasters and promoting public safety and security. Through their work, we are creating safer and more resilient communities locally and globally. It is with great pride that I present these graduates.
Please welcome Dr. Kathleen Anderick, Director of the School of Community Resource and Development.
Graduates from the School of Community Resource and Development, please rise. Dean Capel, it is a privilege to present our candidates for undergraduate and graduate degrees. They embrace our goal of building sustainable, resilient, and healthy communities through our focus areas of community sports, parks and recreation, recreation therapy, tourism, and nonprofit leadership. Together with our community partners, we are co-creating transformative solutions that enhance community well-being. These candidates are all worthy of their respective academic distinctions.
Please welcome Dr. Karen Mossberger, Director of the School of Public Affairs.
Would the graduates from the School of Public Affairs please rise? Dean Capel, it is my pleasure to present our undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral degree candidates. They are the future of governance and public policy. Whether it is urban management, information technology, civic engagement, public finance, or policy covering issues from science and technology to the environment, to social and education policy, our graduates are prepared to bring innovative solutions to pressing challenges in our communities. On behalf of our faculty, I present our graduates.
Please welcome Dr. Michelle Carney, Director of the School of Social Work.
Would the graduates from the School of Social Work please rise? Dean Capel, the faculty of the School of Social Work takes great pride in recommending the candidates for bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. These students share our commitment to promoting social, political, and economic justice. They are prepared to lead the way to solving some of society's most challenging problems that disproportionately affect society's most vulnerable members. It is with great personal pride that I present the Spring 2017 graduates.
Please welcome Dr. Cassia Spawn, Director of the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice.
Will the 300-plus graduates from the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice please rise? Dean Capel, upon recommendation of the faculty, and with great personal pleasure, I present graduates from the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice. They have immersed themselves in critical thinking about crime, criminology, and criminal justice with the goal of contributing to societal transformations to bring about greater well-being and community safety. They have fulfilled all of the requirements of their programs and are worthy of their respective academic distinctions.
Would all graduates please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Public Service and Community Solutions, it is my great privilege to welcome you, graduates of the spring class of 2017, to the company of scholars with all its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Congratulations. Now, there was a mistake because the music shouldn't have gone because something has to happen before it's official. Because it's 2017, we got to do a selfie. Now, actually, even that doesn't, I'll tweet it later, then you're good. All right, everybody sit down for a second. In a moment, you're going to walk across the stage and get your degree, shake hands, and give everybody in this room a chance to scream and holler for you. It's going to have to be better than that. Yes. All right. Now you're getting closer. So, before that happens, you're going to be standing in line. And so, what I want to do is give you something to think about while you're standing in line. I'll be brief because you're not going to be in line that long. So you're graduating at an interesting time, particularly an interesting time for people who are interested in public service and interested in the future of our communities. Now, I'm not going to go into great length and analysis on what's going on in our country, but it is a moment for reflection about who we are as a people, what we want to be, what we want this country to be. And one thing that the tumult of the last year or two has given me a window in is understanding the past a bit more and understanding some of the things that I've read about or heard, but I didn't quite understand. And a lot of people have heard this famous speech by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. We've all heard the quote, right? We've heard the quote. Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance. Retreat into advance. I've gotten a sense in our country lately of what it means to be governed by fear. And it's not pretty. It's not pretty. And so I want to urge you to think about motivations other than fear. Fear is a useful tool. It gets people excited. It gets people to vote. It gets people motivated. But it doesn't get you to overcome challenges. None of you got here today. None of you got here today, despite the obstacles that were in your way, despite the difficulties you faced, out of fear. You're brought here today by something else. Optimism, a belief that the future can be better than today. But it wasn't because you were afraid to move forward, or it wasn't because you were afraid things would get worse. It was because you believed that you could do something special. And so I want you to eschew the idea that we should be afraid of the future and afraid of where we are going. Indeed, in many respects, the world has never been a better place, more prosperous, more healthy, with more opportunities for more people. There is no reason to be afraid, and being motivated by fear will not get you where you want to be. Thank you. Now, one of the positives is that I don't believe we've ever had a level of civic engagement where people are focused on and thinking about politics and our country in a way that is more intense than it is today. And I actually think that's a very good thing, a very good thing. But there's a danger that we get caught up in words. First of all, words can fuel fear, can fuel anger, can fuel the negative things. All you have to do is take one look at Facebook or the comment section on an article online, and you see how words can get us in trouble. But there's something else. Words don't solve problems, ultimately. Solutions come from your actions. And so what I want to urge you today is to remember that the most powerful criticism you make, the most powerful rebuke to somebody with whom you disagree, is not in your words, but in your actions. There's a famous quotation. It's attributed to 6 different people if you Google it. So most people attribute it to Roman philosopher Cicero, who said, "I criticize by what I create." I criticize by what I create. So what I want all of you to think about, not just in line with get your degree, but as you move forward, how will you criticize, not just in words, but in the solutions you will create? We heard from Dee Dee about the work that she's done at Native American Connections, and like a true leader, she doesn't want to talk about herself, she wants to talk about everybody else. But let me talk about her for one moment. She doesn't get up and give speeches and lambaste people for not caring and for not doing enough. She just does it. She just finds a solution. So she said to me that what motivated her is that she doesn't want to be in a place or doesn't want to live in a world that defines people by their addiction, that defines people by their criminal background. And it's powerful to say that. Those are good words. But the more powerful thing is to give opportunities to people to show that they're not defined by their addiction, to show that they're not defined by their background or a crime that they committed. That is the ultimate criticism. Indeed, you are part of a university, Arizona State, that criticizes the idea that the only pathway to excellence in education is to exclude as many people as you can. Now, you could say that's wrong, or you can build a university that creates opportunities for the fantastic students that I'm looking at right now. That is the ultimate criticism. So I urge you going forward to keep your passion for public service, to keep your own sense that the world can be better than it is today, and to prove it by what you do with the skills and tools that you have so amply demonstrated you possess as graduates of this class. Congratulations and good luck in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now approach the portion of the program in which we will individually recognize the members of this graduating class. Recognition of the spring class of 2017 will begin with the doctoral degree graduates. Will the doctoral degree graduates please rise for the hooding ceremony? Please welcome to the podium the College Faculty Marshal, Michael D. White.
All right, I think it's time we start handing out some degrees. We're going to start with students earning their PhD, and you're going to see us do this odd thing where we put a hood on the student, so I want to explain what that is. It's called an investiture ceremony, and this ceremony is counted among the oldest traditions in academia, originating in English universities and dating back centuries in academic history. The PhD is the highest and most prestigious academic degree awarded at this university, in this country, and across the globe. Today we're here to continue this time-honored tradition. Now, each PhD candidate you see over here has chosen a professor to have the honor of presenting the hood. Mentors, please stand and perform this symbolic ritual of investiture as each name is read. And I get to start.
Natalie Erin Todak. Jung Ju An, hooded by Dr. Thomas J. Catlaw. Megan Marie Perry, hooded by Dr. Danielle Wallace. Laura Owen Beckman, hooded by Dr. Xia Wang. Travis Wade Cronin, hooded by Dr. Lynn Holly. Meredith Bagwell Gray, hooded by Dr. Jill Messing. Do we go on with masters now? Okay. And now, on the right, Dr. Brian Gerber and Dean Jonathan Capel will now congratulate the degree recipients from the college level programs.
And now on the left, Dr. Kathleen Anderek and Senior Associate Dean Cynthia Leitz will congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Community Resources and Development.
Melissa Beth Mungia.
Adrienne Jules Royer.
Ambra Lamore Durbin.
Nicholas Paul DeCherbo.
Glenn Anthony Chamberlain.
Stanford T. Prescott.
Robin Avon Reed.
Kalea Lee Yoshida.
Elioth Oying Chung.
Maria Christina Pihem.
Jimmy Lee Dennis Jr.
Jessica Nicole Cruz.
Ranit Renee Dahan Edry.
Christopher James Chappell.
Nazar N. Hassan.
Natalia Winberry.
Princess Lima Mago.
Brenna Pays.
Kelsey Lynn Bertels.
Alexis Marie Reckner.
Daniel DeCarlo.
Christy Lynn Dargis.
Beth Ann Mars.
Courtney Page Johnson.
Philip Gregory Warbington.
Carrie Roberg.
Matthew A. Hall.
Maya Violette Azzi.
Gary John Buzel.
Haley Alexandra Farr.
Erin Michelle Kent.
Andrea Nicole Lichterman.
Cameron Takeshi Su.
Emily Elise Pollock.
Julio Bernardo Castanon.
Ariana Olivia Tyson.
Marina Michelle Stockdale.
Lillian Valentino Rizik.
John Kwame Dua.
Jenny Win Nguyen.
Lucretia Olivia Nineth Hernandez.
Lavender Tsai.
Matthew Beasley Lowe.
Alexandra Lauren Dennis.
Jason C. Schwartz.
Kristen Colby.
Angela Maria Lopez.
Bryn Allison Fuller.
Charlie Price.
Jarrett Benjamin Bailey.
Philip Miller.
Jessica Ann Crone.
Fernando Reyes.
Arnesia Danae Hawkins.
Michael J. Einstein.
Nicole Justine Buell.
Emery Rose Lopez.
Virginia Miller.
Robert Campa.
Asha Dozithi.
Marcus Eugene Latroy Clark.
Adriana Abigail Castillo.
And now on the right, Dr. Karen Mossberger and Dean Jonathan Capel will now congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Public Affairs.
Melissa K. Fivecoats.
Dominic Blaze Cadill.
Amanda Takara Frame.
Michael Thomas Combrink.
Drew Margaret Danbois.
Robert Billings.
Hannah Elizabeth Jones.
Tammy Lynn Marks.
Lindsay Victoria O'Brien.
Shomari B. Jackson.
Carter Guy.
Jiachen Liang.
Jacqueline Renee Gomez.
Derek Wheeler.
Lauren Zillman.
Kevin Thomas Rutherford.
Joseph David Pizzolatto.
Jiayu Lin.
Jeremy Andrew Gatewood.
Jiang Zhou.
Scott Edward Leonard.
Jingyi Wang.
Mohammed Yassin Khan.
Lauren Nicole Whitaker.
Megan Ann Dempsey.
Trista Nicole Guzman.
Bryce Angela Zemer.
Bennett Stephen Duwash.
Wait. Amber Marie Wisty.
Jeffrey William Isles.
Mariano Zaire Sepulveda.
Nicolette Amber Deschini Parkhurst.
Eduardo Castillo Villegas.
Brianna Elizabeth Bang.
Danielle Marie O'Keefe.
Matthew Antonio Casas.
Shelby Teresa Guerrero.
Shutong Guo.
Christina Clara Salaya.
William Thomas Terrence.
Charlie Ann DeSeeger Trevino.
Habiba Karras.
Julia Mia Preston.
Laura Ana Perez.
Cara Marie Castillo.
Lupe Reyes.
Brittany Nicole Wright.
Dorian Nazareth Sanchez.
Amanda Lynette Arnier.
Kristen Nicole Ayers.
Kelly Joy Dixon.
Dominic DeCono.
Araceli Delgado.
Troy Dylan Selesky.
Cody Chi Whitesinger.
Elizabeth Lil Kuttner.
Mason Alphonse Smith.
J. David Wilkins.
Eli Gary Burke.
Panjo Kim.
Mercedes Villa.
Jason Thomas Teodoru.
Christina Francis Lopez.
Abdul Rahman Abdulatif E Alamakari.
Tommy Andre Gates.
Brian Margaret Fisher.
Christopher Michael Stark.
Justin Richter West.
Berenice Escareno.
Martha Elizabeth Francamont.
Alyssa McKechnie.
Alicia Yantas Quintana.
Brittany Spencer.
Paloma Delgado.
Josh Takashi Robson.
Shiaki Lee.
Sarah Alexandria Hebert.
Marcel James Lambert.
Michelle Estrada.
Semisi T. Fastolo.
Samantha Lynn Hinchy.
David Clarence Simon.
Amber Danelle Lang.
Jasmine Lombera.
Christy Nicole Nelson.
Kiana Noje Jones.
Jonah Michael.
Alex Uriarte.
Alexander Adan Villalobos. Taylor Elizabeth Moskowitz.
Eric Michael Sanchez.
Matthew Hill.
Sergio Armando Camberos Jr.
Amy Lynn Hookstra.
Gunnar Andrew Collier.
Jennifer Ellen Toomey.
Craig Allen Anderson.
Haley Lauren Diane Galler.
Austin David Lee.
Ashley Taylor Longmire.
Martin Cordova Paredes.
Bailey Andrew Kenny.
John Michael Carlick.
Rachel Jordan Horace.
Erin Marie Streeter.
McCall Jordan Kotzer.
Kiana Jade Arasa.
Victoria Joseph.
Benito R. Gomez.
Hannah Rose McWilliams.
Stephen Scott Casey.
Elizabeth Louise Gray.
Margarita Martinez Yanes.
Catherine Iglesias.
Alexandra Erin Alexander.
Troy Mancuso.
Esther Flora Shlomit Wininger.
Erin Michelle Obrasky.
Michael O'Donovan Moore.
Megan Lee Vogelsang.
Omar Smile Begovich.
Marie Grace Molina.
Marley McCormick.
Michelle Goitia.
Brianna Marie Christensen.
Abril Amairani Guerrero.
Adam Bowles.
Yassine Youssef.
Zachary Ryan McCutcheon.
James Michael Corwin.
Irene Adolph Kinyanguli.
Noemi Pasillas.
Aristotle Akindi.
Serena Leticia Moreno.
Dulce Maria Martinez.
Madeline Aiko Lee.
Jessica Ray Garman.
Danny Musa.
Taylor Vandenberg.
Ashley Catherine Watts.
Kyle Ann King.
Gabrielle Alexis Cusick.
Catherine Cordelia Hoffland.
Lindsay Taylor Mueller.
Ryan Andrew Boyd.
Mark Joseph Tinor.
Anna Catherine Kellogg.
Kyle Benjamin Tracy.
Haley Marie Hodges.
Spencer James Long.
Megan Taylor Spalding.
Ariana Elizabeth Chambers.
Mackenzie Lee Halter.
Mariana Elsie Manning.
Oscar Barajas Jr.
Najmiye Ferrypour.
Andrew Jordan Bell.
Madison Ann Saunders.
Rodolfo Luevano.
Kayla Marie Bielet.
And now on the right, Dr. Cassia Spahn and Dean Jonathan Capel will congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice.
Niall Philip Wright.
Arnella Paula Marovic.
Haley Pelazon.
Sabrina Melaine Liban.
Raylin Shu.
Leah Christine Taylor.
Sierra Alexandra Pualani Delaney.
Brian M. Pinto.
Summer Maureen Solars.
Lindsay Marie Wedemeyer.
Dr. Michelle Carney and Senior Associate Dean Cynthia Leitz will now congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Social Work.
Ryan Patrick Lawrence.
Catherine Esling Mutre.
Jeffrey David Newman.
Iris Lopez.
Madison Nicole Van Tynen.
Linda Renee Hall.
Taylor Chapman Joyner.
Michelle Jaime.
Eve Kikorian.
Christina Jeanette Sanchez.
Marilyn Garcia.
Rachel Marie Anderson.
Chelsea Candela Janisic.
Maddie Bleeman.
Sarah Catherine Podoraki.
Giselle Trevino Martinez.
Rachel Lee Gibson.
Kelly Janine Wilhock.
Jared Nathaniel Wilson.
Monique Demera Hall.
Nathan Wolf.
Emma Miller Lauer.
Lisa A. McGuire.
Lillian Schneider.
John Hebert.
LaShawn Evett Gary.
Simone Rogers.
Yvette Avila.
Ashley Nicole Dodge.
Skylar Day Solars.
Guillermo Enrique Peña.
Alexis Denise Howard.
Jose Padilla.
Sierra Gabriela Rose.
Chelsea Ruffner.
J.R. New.
Carissa Pelletier.
Rebecca Alice Marie Bogomil.
Stephanie Jean Morse.
Taryn Alexandra Elwes.
John Botima.
Vanessa Armendaris.
Diana Patricia Caravillo Para.
Bertha Yadira Morales.
Danielle Lynn Haverkate.
Fatima Maria Lopez.
Nabain Betezaida Leiva.
Jessica Diane Burns.
Eric James Rose.
Jory Lee Rose Fisher.
Megan Rothschild.
Stephanie Elizabeth Rowe.
Joshua Jordan Jensen.
Ani Saradarian.
Sarah Lee Rankin.
Venetia L. Rainwater.
Brittany Leanne Sorensen.
Sahai Diaz.
Andreas Choi.
Lauren Christensen.
Molly Jeline Barnes.
Courtney Alexandra Bogardis.
Margaret Elizabeth Smith.
Shelby Ann Shields.
Kyle Robert Cashmore.
Kristen Ann Northrup.
Ruben Alejandro Colorado.
Christina Emily Galvin.
Janelle Marie Brisson.
Julianne Haddad.
Jordan Hadelberg.
Amanda Marie Baker.
Nicholas Hudson Naley.
Lori Padilla.
Tani Joseph Kesgamal.
Omar Valadez.
Erica Weaver.
Mariah Ray O'Keefe.
Matthew Theron Barnes.
Ashley Nicole Davis.
Jeremy David Sledge.
Jennifer Marie Tunning.
Caitlin Marie Jessen.
Elizabeth Christine Teague.
Lindsay Avalos.
Eileen Gibson Spears.
Andrew Newton Bauman.
Taiwan Ajani.
Lyndon Chow Dexter.
Natalie Fritz.
Alyssa Monique Black Mountain.
Monica Marie Gutierrez.
Shyla Chanel Watson.
Elizabeth Lauren Sachs.
Cassie Lynn Johnson.
Tasha Nicole Zidowitz.
Vanessa Elizabeth Diggs.
Michaela Bryn Williams.
Ebony Lanice Hunter.
Benjamin Allen Edwards.
Alexis Dashane Moore.
Eric Adair Johnson.
Montel Hollis Huckins.
Aaron Paul de Guzman.
Christina Marie Andrade.
Nori Beth Zuharchuk.
William Joseph Dupé.
Sarah Ann Moore.
Noe Victor Banuelos Nunez.
Mayra Martinez Barraza.
Connor Murphy.
Angelina Nielsen.
Gabrielle Monique Villa.
Ana Isabel Sanchez Ramirez.
Galen Jean Gare.
Paula A. Johnson.
Zachary Donovan Coulter.
Tanya Ontiveros.
Noel Golindo.
Kiona Claudette Katea Thomas.
Nicholas Sorello.
Natalie Simone Burke.
Ashley Terry Seuss.
James Edward Cox.
Alejandra Navarro.
Mitchell Harris.
Mark Thomas Reed.
Carla Andrea Pantoja.
Courtney Olivia Safine.
Rachel Lee Crossman.
Nicholas Ian Vaquero.
Nupure Dalia Nair.
Tenairi Yamilith Ochoa Martinez.
Ashley Starr Warford.
Sam William Sela.
Erin Robinson.
Erica Carrera.
Deanna Monet Hill.
Sophia Marie Santana.
Lynn Michelle Hinckley.
Lee Hansen.
Carly Blanche Jensen.
Marissa Crystal Fisher.
Melanie Deschini.
Michael Williams.
Emily Barbara Ortiz.
Moises De La Torre.
Kyle Divine Avery.
Jensen Taylor Joaquin.
Michelle Olivier.
Jessica Jill Stewart.
Marcella Ann Warren.
Lawrence Richard Plaki IV.
Melissa Marie Monteluski.
Nicholas Dean Cambareri.
Alexandra Ray Manalaros.
Carl August Zander III.
Amanda Ann Fahey.
Ethan Chung.
Holly Lauren Fremling.
Anthony Logan Urias.
Kelly Michelle Tabbitt.
Amanda Lee Wells.
Valerie Michelle Silvas.
Stephanie Renee Williams.
Taylor Winkle.
Brennan Lee Anderson Ship.
Haley Schaefer.
Lorena Wimberly Williams.
Joanna Marie Resch.
Christine Nicole Padilla.
Haley Nicole Benson.
Ander Pregartner.
Alexander Demian.
Jiminia Salinas.
Brendan Taylor Blake.
Katiani Lynch Garcia.
Carmela Kitugua.
Isabel Villa.
Jody Gogan.
Rachel Page Baumgartner.
Erica Christine Jett.
Lauren Arenas.
Monica Cecilia Longo.
Amy Ray Josephine Palumbo.
Amani Ali Al-Sayed.
Courtney Erin Gorman.
Kathleen Wallstrom.
Jennifer Dion Brunch.
Nora Melinda Al-Nasser.
Maria Michaela Cassia.
Erica Yoon-hee Watts.
Brendan Dallas Paul Medina.
Savannah Enciso.
Jason Robert Devening.
Yanel Nava.
Tyra Zane Tays.
Yasmin Argust.
Madison Elise Hind. Madeline.
Lorican Galegli.
Kennedy Janae Nielsen.
Nicole McAllister.
Alexander David Salcido.
Jennifer Ann Sismondo.
Alexandra Grace Hodgkins.
Jonathan Brent Loomis.
Taylor Renee Mulhall.
Amanda Oliveira.
Arthur Christopher Castro.
Ana Maria Rodriguez.
Alessandra Abigail Villaseñor.
Karen Lee Reddick.
Justin Michael Kuhaven.
Lorraine Valencia Begay.
Stephen Robert Feltz.
Juanita Ann Dawson.
Johnny Montez.
Haley T. Collins.
Warner David Gerch.
Andrea Torres.
Julie Lynn Bayline.
Sydney Hall.
Corinne Benjamin.
Maria Nunes.
Ruth Ann Litt.
Anna Arbatan.
Madison Elise Hossman.
Elizabeth Wick Leary.
Kelly Stockdale.
Rachel Frenzel.
Bryn Nicole Perez.
Kimberly Ann Hogan.
Roman Gabriel Cervantes.
Larsa A. Margos.
Daniel Jess Leinberger.
Crystal Ramos.
Gabriel Raymond Murphy.
Linda Crystal Hurtado.
Tessa Manette Nelson.
Sandra Isabel Ortega.
Alondra Acuna Andrade.
Julian Verdeen.
Alisa Kite.
Nathan Brody.
Noemi Navarrete.
Taylor Hayes Warren.
Dylan Michael Kennard.
Ophelia T. Polhego.
Kylie Marie McCarthy.
Yasmin Farhat.
Sterling Michael Absiano.
Natasha Nicole Zaragoza.
Abigail Celeste Wells.
Yasmin Hussein.
Taylor Marie Ferguson.
Monique Mercedes Gomez.
Michaela Peterson.
Olivia Casillas.
Haley Ryan Ruby.
Kevin Edward Levin.
Jessica Irene Pennypacker.
Gretchen Ali Ayub.
Nicholas Potter.
Maria Michelle Hernandez.
Michelle Marcus.
Cheryl Lynn Lomakima.
Elena Ashland Sutherland.
Kelly Marie Migehan.
Carissa Rhodes.
Lakeisha Deshelle Slaughter.
Casey Hoger.
Myrna Romero.
Brianna Renee Stearns.
John Eric Burt Jr.
Alexander Robert Polson.
Antonio Rogelio Larcon.
Patterson Schmaltzer.
Thomas Matthew Cortez.
Christina Leanne Downard.
Allison Kathleen Bilkey.
Sadat Kano.
Celicia Yvette McFay.
Joshua Owen Whitwer.
Tara Lynn Steffen.
Ah Toon Lee.
Ashley K. Honey.
Edna Isabel Garcia.
Leticia Monica Ruiz.
Deborah Sue Lepak.
Rustin Robert Foster.
Nicholas Earl Miller.
Lauren Lindquist.
Elvira Baiza.
Lisette Trejo.
Victor Partida.
Chloe Alexandra Abelev.
Edward Frederick Schmidt III.
Angelica Perez.
Kyle David Bowen.
Jody Lynn Sosa.
Jerson Sandali Alvarez.
Griselda Rodriguez Espiricueta.
Christopher Trison Riley. Tristan.
Francis Patricia Pacaja.
Gerardo Marabel.
Molly Ann Sepulveda.
Cassandra Hernandez.
Brianna Marie Litton.
Noe Munoz Jr.
Brooke Ann LaPlante.
Ian Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Carly Bell Minderhout.
Edgar Rodriguez Arroyo.
Carolyn E. Stack.
Donovan Edward Kennedy.
Kelsey Euclid.
Joseph Andrew Larkin.
Emily Eartha Mathurin.
Samuel John Radford.
Holly Duffy Regan.
Cassidy Ann Olson.
Ryan Bailey Jordan.
Erica Lopez.
Jennifer Lynn Spouty.
Lilian Ariana Salinas.
Rochelle Query Walker.
Rayanne Kale Chi.
Phoebe Margaret Miner.
Nicholas James Covelli.
Jessica Wright.
Erica Marlon Piñon Garcia.
Laura Louise Chesley.
Christian Fierro.
David Lee Palladini.
Nikki Johnson.
Matthew Mark Snyder.
Helen Myers.
Stephanie Luz Cordell.
Ojune Brown.
Lori Elizabeth Robinson.
Erica Lee Holstein.
Crystal Robeson.
Marina Renee Pedrego.
Patience Hope Pearson.
Alma Luna.
Amy Marie Despain.
Dusan Nicola Bunyevich.
Aaron Jones Cunningham.
Arilyn Ballesteros.
Amanda K. Rains.
Christian Amber Cañez.
Elizabeth Clarice Reynolds.
Brianna Marie Monsisvais.
Sydney Paige Etzler.
Brian Alexander Canales.
Paloma Linda Stelzer.
William Donovan Orton.
Scott Norman.
Taylor Barrett Schaefer.
Christy Noel Saraceno.
Riley Michael Himes.
Amanda Marie Bierce.
Nicholas Albert Luna.
Dominic Miller.
Taylor Nelson Perry.
Cassandra Isabel Lee Rasmussen.
Mayra Alejandra Antelo.
Jessica Ann Vasquez.
Emily Ray Huskisson.
Lacey Ann Collum.
Taylor Alicia Buck.
Erica Jo Leffler.
Aloilani Kawena Carissa Hanohano Clinton.
Jolene Ashley Montes.
Salman Abdul Wahab Al Kuwari.
Morgan Elizabeth Phillips.
Saif Humaid Ali bin Away Al Samsi.
Lindsay LaRocca.
Yasser Mohammed Yasser Ali Alefari.
Christina Jennifer Maha.
Dax Hardy.
Marisol Rivera.
Roxanne Renee Jones.
Candace G. Wilson.
Rachel Marie Mallory.
Jessie Nicole Wattier.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Judkins.
Ashley Lynn Woodard.
Taylor Coons.
Denise Alexandra Lopez.
Kenton Israel.
Deborah A. Reynolds.
Regina Renee Preer.
Bronte Jane Pays.
Brooke Elizabeth Foland.
Victoria Marie Barron.
Shannon Lee Campadonica.
Sherilyn K. Soto.
Alina Gabrielian.
Tammy Lynn Day.
Anthony Brian Graves.
Carmen L. Lubano.
Khalifa Saeed Al-Bader.
Zianja Elizabeth Brandt.
William Paul Parlin.
Joel Alejandro Ponce Gonzalez.
Brittany Louise Calvillo.
Joseph Jewell.
Natasha Nicole Rogers.
Diane D. Cordova Cantorne.
Jessica Teresa Vivian Bush.
Lorraine Welsh.
Elena Alicia Pampa.
Jordan Ashley Troy.
Ji Boon Joy Kim.
Adrian Francis Barclay.
Vincent Emmanuel Fowler.
Brian Richardson.
Karime C. Rodriguez.
Shayla Marie Brown.
Alexis Villa.
Jancy M. Ruiz.
Jessica Hernandez.
Jessica Felicia Mia Perez.
Joshua Joseph Ferguson.
Anna Agatha Basha.
Amanda Marie Hensley.
Amanda Leora Warwick.
Bailey Elizabeth Franklin.
J. Allen Lenny.
Miriam Cafferty.
Lucero Adali Gonzalez Alvarado.
Janeth Valdespino.
Megan Delight McDermott.
Lindsay Meredith Robertson.
Alia Almadid.
Nancy Trujillo Lopez.
Cecile Marie Sharp.
Nicholas Cosmo Terramina.
Valerie K. LeGrand Stewart.
Jason Joseph Allard.
Maribel Elena Hernandez.
Michael Overmeyer.
Brianna Nicole Gould.
Kelsey Elizabeth Jones.
Diana E. Tacey.
Jenny Rebalati.
Kelsey Lynn Ferguson.
Garrett Piva.
Georgiana Kalagis.
Danielle Romiel Laudenberg.
Stephanie Diane Davenport.
Yahaira Rodriguez.
Rebecca Nicole Johnson.
Jacqueline Montoya.
Natasha Marie Peacock.
John Colton Lutzko.
Kimberly B. Speed.
Jake Curtis Bohofer.
Tim Michael Wharton.
Marcus Cortez Johnson.
Sally Ann Francis Esparza.
Matthew Kevin Sanchez.
Adrian Omar Escobedo.
Kylie Marie Sanders.
Eric U. Escalera.
Carlena Sue Courtright.
Alexis Jordan Muir.
Wyatt Courtright.
Rachel Ruth Olson.
Richard Raul Seiss.
Skylar Barkley Russell.
Derek Alexander Hughes.
Jessica Taylor Hargrove.
Kenneth Nolan Dills.
Anthony Brian Guillen.
Jonilyn Michelle Scott.
Jasmine Tatayana Galaviz.
Jacqueline Estivalez Cano.
Eliana House.
Crystal LaChapelle.
Taylor Rochelle Barrett.
Marie Antoinette Calaf.
Viola Catherine Demery.
Laura Lee Nelson.
Bethany Rupp Bedford.
Rebecca Elena Cordova.
Samantha Dawn Jimenez.
Alyssa Lane Gordon.
Emily Aguilar.
Jordan Chimico Derego.
Desiree Deem.
Brooke Ann Zimmerman.
Stephanie Gonzalez.
Francisco Fernandez.
Rafael Rosales.
Angel David Osegueira.
Stephanie Marie Mejia.
Lee Perez.
Tiamoya Camry Johnson.
Jessica Marie Ng.
Hannah Danielle Meyer.
Victoria Rochelle Tanner.
Nico Paul Parrish.
Mallory Ann Deutsch.
Tiffany Renee Markham. What's her name?
Jonathan Hernandez.
Patricia Ortega.
Robert McCall Frankie.
Jessica Ruth Brown.
Misha Khan.
Elizabeth Poseyesva.
Catherine Ann Bodie.
Tisha Lynn Wadahamaji.
Felix Guillermo Estrada.
Lisa Ann Sloan.
Michael Scott Williams.
Kevin Michael Wilson.
Blake Scott Hardman.
Nathaniel Patron Bush.
Shay Ariana Elder.
Nikita Leola Holmes.
Michelle Alexandra Luna.
Daniel Ayala.
Danae Alexa Amaya.
Joseph Anthony Bird.
Michael Santillana.
Juana Inez Dones.
Caleb Wayne Moldrum.
Alma Delia Gaona.
Jacqueline Annette Bueno.
Andrea Solis.
Agnieszka Itzel Ganes Velos.
Andrea Isabel Gaitan Hernandez.
Lorena Rivera.
Courtney Joy Wayman.
Francisco Javier Zamorano.
Hope Marie Williams.
Christopher Ernest Firstner.
Elena Margaret Cañez.
Sawyer Philip Lawson.
Lori Ann Harris Huffaker.
Frank Ross Castronovo.
Maria G. Dominguez Castillo.
Sonia Sanchez.
Patricia Louise Kearns.
Tyler John Gustafson.
Belinda Escalante.
Carlos Anthony Carrillo.
America Fontes Orozco.
Efren Gutierrez.
Bianca Gabriela Ramirez.
Jose Fernando Torres.
Paulina Jocelyn Avila.
Joshua Andrew Hobbs.
Ashley Lynn Daly.
Andrea Marie Salazar.
Alexia Noheli Villalobos.
Andrea Michelle Justine Brand.
Amelia A. Chambers.
Diana Maciel Martinez.
Maria Margarita Navarro.
Ashley Nicole Renee Smith.
Shelly Archuleta.
Kyle Timothy Koenigs.
Elizabeth Ann Attridge.
Ahmed Mohammed H. Alanazi.
Brittany Nicole Stevens.
Faris Saad Al-Mutairi.
Joseph G. Boam.
Talal Al-Zamel.
Diana Pacheco.
Erica Danielle Upshaw.
Jerry Leanna Doby.
Dustin Jeffrey Fellhaber.
Shantara Shina McGee.
Mengshuan Zhang.
Holong Su. Tess Elizabeth Peterson. Warning. Sarah Rose Warning. Amalia Chaparro Holguin. Ariana Torres. Aaron Connolly Bratton. Luis A. Moreno. Karina Salcedo. Isela Nathalie Devora. Sarah Hanson. Caitlin Rochelle Martino. Crystal Susena Arambula. Victoria Emily Afray. Stephanie Ledesma. Nick Anthony Pesh. Brenda Guajalara. Adrienne Renee Carpenter. Katharina Elfrida Butler. Lourdes Rodriguez. Raquel Castro. Carrie Ann Farinella. Nicholas Farinella. Maria Luisa Rodriguez. Samantha Josephine Marcus. Shane Renee Waddell. Shelley Lee Myers. Lindsay Danielle Minton. Melissa Mercedes Smith. Kylie Nicole Holland. We're not quite done yet. Shirley Diane Crisp. Carla Navarro Baron. William Harry Cohen. Tricia Day Gwen. Timothy A. Rogers. Jamie Cherie Witt. Anna Marie Portillo. Deborah Lee Olinger.
Congratulations, graduates! Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Alumni, please join in singing the Arizona State University alma mater. That concludes the College of Public Service and Community Solutions Spring 2017 Convocation Ceremony. Graduates and faculty, please rise for the recessional. Friends and family, please remain in your places until the recessional has been completed and the faculty and graduates have departed from the arena. You can meet with your graduates outside of the building on the Wells Fargo Arena concourse after the recessional ends. Thank you.
Brigadoon.